What's up, bandits? Welcome to this video. If you're just stopping by, welcome to my channel. We've got some rogue review action happening. In this video, we're going to be reviewing, unboxing, and assembling, basically installing, not this backpack, no, an actual projector for our family's movie theater that we have set up downstairs. Now, this projector, whenever I hear the word projector, I kind of curl. I'm like, oh my gosh. This $3,000 very expensive unit that has very expensive bulbs that need to be replaced. Now, I don't know if they're that expensive, but they're quite costly is my point. No. We are DIY styling it, saving huge money, finding an awesome projector that will hopefully go the distance in terms of longevity and has awesome quality without breaking the bank. I'm talking like less than $200. That's what we paid for this one. I'm going to put a link in the description below for this one and other options that meet my criteria in terms of good reviews for a good price. And the reason I'm reviewing this, and we purchased this as a family, is because our old one actually went kaput after just over 4 years, and it was just out of warranty, had a 3-year warranty. I really wanted to go with that same brand, but this one came across my eyes instead, and after many hours, this is what I went with. So here it is out of the box. It's brand new. It's got a really nice, sexy look. 2 USB ports, 2 HDMI ports, AV, and headphones. That's important because I've got Roku and I've got Switch. I've got a DVD player for the kids and a sound system. And I've got an upscaling unit as well. I'll show you or mention quickly. Anyway, so those are the ports. We've got a power port on the side. And remember, we're going to be, well, I didn't mention this, but we're going to be mounting it. So this is what it would look like kind of sitting upright, but we're going to turn it upside down and mount it to a mount that I have in the ceiling. We'll get down there in just a minute, but really nice, sleek, sexy look. And it comes with a backpack, all your cables and a remote and a cap as well for the lens, which is kind of cool. And a cleaning kit, which I will mention toward the end of this video, how you can do that. HDMI cable and power cable. Pretty cool. So what does this look like? Let's take this down to the basement and get this thing hooked up and test it out for you. And before I get into this too far, now of course I looked at this before I purchased, but I want to make sure that it meets all my specifications, that my wall downstairs isn't too close or too far away, and just kind of thumb through the instruction manual to make sure it is good to go. Now here's our basement movie theater setup. There's the mount right there, and I had done this myself several years ago. You can search my channel for how I installed this thing. I've got all my cables running through my ceiling all the way behind the screen. Right there, you can see the remnants of patchwork. Hey, I don't do drywall. I never claimed to be a drywall guy. All right, it's break time. Welcome to my channel. Click that subscribe button, like this video if it's helping you out, and share this with somebody that you know. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and check the links in the description. Back to business here. I've got the original power cord to the last projector, and this is going to be a problem for me because the new projector, the input for the power cord is different. I'll get to that in just a minute. Let's flip the projector over upside down. Again, we're going to be mounting it in the upside down position. There's these little rubber pads, 4 of them. You can pop those off, and there's the mounting screw holes right there. Now, I've got the 4 screws and the spacers and the washers provided from the previous projector that I took apart and got rid of. And it seems like those, unfortunately, are not going to work. So I had to run out to the garage. I'll put links down below for screws that work. They do not include mounting screws, unfortunately, but I did have 4 extra ones lying around. These are the lengths, and I don't think I need a spacer because here's my mount for my ceiling. It drops down from my ceiling a good like 12 or 16 inches or something, but we're gonna, with one hand here, a little balancing act and also crotch shot. Sorry about that. Hey, it's only awkward if you think it's awkward. Let me give you a better view here. There we go. So I'm just putting those screws through the slots in the white mounting bracket into the holes that I referenced just a second ago on the top of the projector, or I should say the bottom of the projector. And we'll do that, tighten it by hand. We don't want to over tighten anything, but 4 of those should sink it pretty well. Now we don't want to make it too tight at this point because we need to maybe adjust it a little bit left and right. So I've got this Allen wrench too that will provide, well, you can go ahead and make them semi-tight, but just be warned, you might need to loosen them up. Now we're gonna install kind of the Roku, and I've got this upscaler back there, and the Roku is powered by a USB, so I'm gonna plug in the USB as well. I'll write all this stuff down in the description and clearly label what is what. That's not the purpose of this video. It's kind of a hot mess, but I've got a system, organized chaos, baby. And listen, pretty quiet. Ooh, I'm digging that. Our previous one was quite loud. It had a noticeable fan. This one, not so much. Let's take the cover off and get a look at the glass. A foam cover, that's a nice touch. And of course, things are upside down because you're supposed to put the projector right side up, right? And it is upside down. But it automatically figured that out, which is nice. Now I'm going to take my Allen wrench and loosen things up just a little bit so that I can better do a good job bending. Now, the cool thing about this projector, you can get it kind of close enough. It doesn't have to be perfect with the manual adjustment. And then it's got a keystone setting. You go into the settings, click the little gearbox, and then keystone settings, go to manual, and check this out. We're going to tell it which corner, top left. In this case, you'll see 2 green arrows there. We just switch to the right corner. And you're going to use the key on the remote, obviously put batteries in the remote, and you can basically tell it, okay, I want to move the screen up a little bit, a little to the right for each corner. So you can tell it exactly, basically where your screen is, which is amazing. And the even better part is if you turn off the auto setting, it will actually save this. You don't have to do it every time, which is really important because who wants to do this every single time you start the projector? And that is really a huge upgrade in terms of technology. My previous one was brand new 4+ years ago, and it did not have this. You had to really manually, turn the dial to focus it and position the projector in just the right way to get it really close. Now, as far as the power dilemma went, I had to go buy this adapter, and that basically converted the end of my old power cord coming out of the ceiling to the input port for the power on the unit, the projector itself. And I opted for this little right angle one, which is pretty cool, I think, and that solved the problem. We're gonna get all the things turned on, the switch, the DVD player, and all that good stuff. And this projector is, by the way, 1080 native resolution, which is amazing. It's a crystal clear, and by the way, it does autofocus. There's a big focus button on the menu that you can press. And also when it turns on, just stand out of the way so it doesn't focus on you. I've made that mistake, but this button, or this screen right here, can you see that? It is automatically determining the depth and auto-focusing it, and it is a crystal clear image. I love this thing. Just cycling through here from switch to the Blu-ray, little DVD player, and I've got a system. I've got this diverter that tells the projector to read one versus the other, depending on which button is pressed. But here's the switch. It's coming through without any issue, which is pretty awesome. And I'm going to boot up Zelda. We've got Tears of the Kingdom. Zoom in and give you an idea of what this looks and sounds like.
Oh, the princess.
Whoa.
This strange gloom keeps getting thicker.
Check out this picture. Very nice indeed.
We've been descending for a while.
Is that pretty amazing quality?
These tunnels are deeper than I thought.
It's a beautiful picture.
What could be down here?
Oh yeah. All right, Switch definitely checks out. Here it is, movie night via Netflix. Also checks out. I'm keeping this thing. I love it. I'm going to remove the protective film on the outside. Even more sexiness right there. Now, it does come with a cleaning kit. There are a couple of cotton swabs, basically, that you have to take this off, remove the sticker, and then you can push them down to clean it. But hopefully I don't have to do that. If I do, I'm going to put out another video because I've already got things mounted, and I'm not unmounting all that. Got all those cords for the most part bundled up and tidy, meaning they're not dangling, so somebody 6'3" is not going to hit their head. What do you think? That's a win, right? All right, we'll stop the video there. Stay sneaky.
Movie nights and switch.
Oh yeah, movie nights and Switch. So cool. Woohoo!